I mean, I understand that for some single-handed exercises, you prefer to just use one hand, but sometimes it's better to, change the hand. Hey everyone, it's been a long time. I haven't made a video in about 3 or so months since I started this whole fitness thing. But I've been moving. I moved from one province to the next. So I'm still in the middle of moving. I haven't fully moved as yet. As you can see over here. Yeah. I haven't moved fully as yet. So that's going on. And of course, now we're in fall. So, with that comes sickness. So I'm actually sick right now. But I decided I wanted to just make a video and put it up until when I'm finally fully settled. I could just continue to build on that. So yeah, this is me just doing my workout without any real weights, just pretty much body weight and my 2 dumbbells. Yeah, so enjoy. Enough of that. Enough. Alright, so because the only weights that I have is a dumbbell, what I do is when I reach at the top of the exercise, like for example, if I'm doing a bicep curl, at the top of the exercise, I hold it for like a second and then I put it down back. And that kind of simulates you having a heavier weight than you actually do. So if you don't have like a barbell, all you have are a couple of dumbbells, 25, 30 pounds. Yeah, you do things like that to make it seem like it's a heavier weight than it is. Typically what I do is I do 12 reps across 4 sets. So you kind of do more volume over a longer period of time, so you don't tire out yourself, but at the end of the day you're still lifting the same amount of weight as if you had, say, 2 or 3 times the weight that's actually in your hand. And that's why I like dumbbell exercises, because with dumbbell exercises you can do, I feel like you don't neglect a part, like a muscle group or a hand in this case. So let's say if you had a barbell, right? And this arm is getting weaker, probably is getting tired in the exercise. What happens is this arm will basically take up the slack for it. So you find that this arm is doing more of the lifting while this arm is kind of resting. But if you're doing it with a dumbbell, obviously, if the weight is in that hand, then that hand has to be the one to do it on their own. Yeah, and that's one of the advantages for me using a dumbbell over using a barbell. If I'm getting at home weights, I always go for the barbell first because it's so versatile. Sometimes I like to stretch in between exercises, you know, just to make sure I'm giving it my absolute best. Yeah, sometimes you just have to, you know, stretch in between positions. Yeah. And also while I'm using the smaller weights, one of the things that I like to do as well is mix in a couple of compound exercises. Compound exercises, if you don't know, they work more than one muscle groups. So for example, if you're doing like a squat, you know, that works like your hamstring, it might work your glutes, as well as working your core as well. So yeah, compound exercises. So I know most people don't like working legs because of course it makes your legs feel crazy afterwards. So compound exercises of course helps with that because you kind of hide the exercise within the exercise. Like you hide the leg exercise inside the compound exercise. So it gives you a way to work out you know, all those muscle groups, especially the ones that you should not be taken for granted. Because nobody wants toothpick legs, okay? Work on them legs. One of the things you'll notice with compound exercises is that they're much harder to do. So instead of doing my normal 12 reps, I'll do like 10 or 8, whatever feels comfortable. Because when you're working out, you don't want to just rush through the exercise and don't do it properly. You want to actually have good form while doing it. So yeah, either lower the weight or lower the reps, whichever one works for you. Alright, so that's it for me. Thanks for watching.